One of the abilities coming out of generative AI is the ability to do text 3D object. Here I'm using something called Genie by Luma Labs, using the web browser version to send a prompt and create 3D objects out of this. Now these are objects that are going to have a polygon mesh with materials. You can see on the website it takes a little bit of time to generate, but in a short while you can see I've created a 3D model. I'm able to rotate around it, and I could do variations on this. I can also download various file formats for use in whatever 3D software I'm using. I'm going to go and modify the prompt slightly and see the results. All you do is type it in and then hit create. I'm going to have 4 variations that are created. And once those are ready, I can click in on them and look at the 3D object and decide if I want to download it. So again, it takes a little bit of time to create, but this is so much faster than trying to model these in a 3D program. Now, I would say they're not the best quality in terms of the mesh and also the materials. It kind of looks a little janky or sketchy, but I think if you're prototyping something or just wanting to ideate, this could be a really great start. You could bring this into a 3D program and refine it if you wanted to. Let's do one more variation on this. So trying to get a different look. I want to get something that's not quite as scary as the last one. So again, it's going to generate 4 variations. Here we go, a little cuter, a little less intimidating. Here's that model. And there we go. Ready to rotate around it. If this looks good, we can go and change the file format and download it. In this case, we'll download an OBJ. And I want to do this again with something like a skull. You can see the variations. These are all kind of similar. I could change my prompt to be more descriptive and just see the results, but even with the word skull, I have something that I can work with. So I'm going to download that as well. I'm going to download a different file format to show you. Here I am just doing variations on this. Now, I think the variations are going to be pretty similar. Yeah, these are even closer. So I'm just going to download one of these. Again, it takes a little bit of time. Maybe this one's taking a little bit longer. All right, so I'm going to change the file format to FBX, and I'll open this up in Blender and give you an idea of what it looks like. Oh, if I exported this as an FBX, you're going to see what was created. I have these various materials in here. And then I have the FBX, and this is gonna, so let's take a look at what this, so let's look at what this looks like when we open it in a program like Blender. So if I wanted to bring that file into Blender, I can go up to Import, and I'm gonna grab the FBX. This is that skull asset, and I'll just zoom out a little bit, and all right, so this right now is just, I have a different mode set up here. If I want to look at, let's say, the the polygons, I can see that, and it's a pretty tight mesh, so I might want to optimize this or reduce the polygons if I was using it for something that, that needed, fewer polygons. But I think this is fine. We can go and look at what it looks like with the material added. And you can see it's there, but it's a little bit rough, a little crude. For AI created imagery or 3D object, I think that's actually pretty good. Here it is with the shading applied from the scene. So that's what that looks like. I'm going to delete this and just bring in an OBJ to kind of show you what that looks like. Now this is one of those bunnies. With this, I would say the materials don't come in properly. So this is with the shading and stuff and the materials, but I think it kind of like puts the roughness or the metallic texture on there, but I don't get the same detail that I had in an FBX. So I'd probably recommend exporting FBX if you needed that, if you wanted to use the shading from the Genie. If not, if you just wanted to redo the materials, I think this would be okay. So that was just a quick overview of text to 3D using generative AI with a Genie. Let me know if this is helpful to you, and let's see the things you create with this.